Welcome back to Celebrial, where we break down the stories the industry wishes would stay buried. Now buckle up, because this one is wild. I would not want to be Jay-Z right now, because 50 Cent just went completely off after rumors dropped that Jay allegedly tried to put Nicki Minaj under a conservatorship. Yeah, you heard that right. According to insiders, Roc Nation supposedly had a plan lined up with doctor evaluations and mental health narratives ready to label Nicki and take control of her career. If true, that's not just shady, that's sinister. And here's where it gets crazier. Word is 50 Cent found out early and secretly warned Nicki before it ever went public. Imagine thinking the industry was just trying to replace you, only to realize the real goal might have been to remove you completely.
Like them, all of them, to acknowledge him, even if they win an award, acknowledge him because he gave you the stomping ground.
Mm-hmm. Most people don't know Nicki Minaj came out of that camp. French Montana came out of that
all
camp.
of
Most
them.
people don't know half those people. We know, but most people don't know that.
Migos, Thug.
Like most people
Because
don't.
they don't say.
Things exploded after Nicki clashed with Charlemagne and Keisha Kawar on The Breakfast Club. The clip went viral, chaos followed, and if Nicki hadn't snapped back immediately, these Roc Nation allegations might have never seen the light of day. The second the drama started brewing, she jumped on X and lit the entire timeline on fire. She went straight at Keisha Kawar, saying Keisha had been trying to be her for years and was only around to keep Gucci sedated. Then she pivoted to Charlemagne, calling him Jay-Z's friend and business associate, accusing him of using iHeartRadio to push what she called disgusting agendas against innocent families. Nicki wasn't censoring herself at all. Then she dropped the tweet that really shook people. She brought up Wendy Williams, saying he was around Wendy before her life went downhill, followed by, "The buck stops here, bookmark this."
Not something that is like a conspiracy theory. This shit actually happens. But if they're able to separate Nicki and Kenny, that makes Nicki vulnerable because your husband is your power of attorney. Your husband is your signator on all of your accounts in the event anything goes wrong. Michael wasn't married. Britney Spears was married, but of course they control all of that. And so the mere fact that all these narratives are out about Kenny stealing this to buy chains and buy that.
She went even further, demanding answers about her home being swatted with her toddler inside. Not once, but 4 times, asking where the evidence was and who was behind it. That post stopped everything. It was the first time Nicki had ever pulled Wendy Williams into one of her rants, and the way she framed it made people instantly wonder if she was hinting at something bigger. Fans started speculating that Nicki was implying Charlemagne wasn't just a commentator in Wendy's life, but part of a larger machine that slowly broke her down. That's a massive accusation, especially since Nicki and Wendy were never close back in the day. So for Nicki to suddenly defend Wendy, people assumed she knows something the public doesn't. And once that idea took hold, the conversation shifted from celebrity beef to something much darker, something that felt way bigger than tweets and radio interviews. Then, boom, it escalated again.
That's not what it is. It's like, they got doctors that are giving out these diagnoses saying that she's schizophrenic and bipolar and all of this stuff. And then Kenny's now here. She trusts Kenny. Of course, they've known each other since they were kids. Their families know each other. And so Kenny is just in the way. And so what do? You create narratives to try to separate, because if you separate, then you can divide and conquer. And so that's what it's about. She's going into her latter years and, there's a lot of money on the line and she's worth a lot, but Kenny is in the way.
Tasha K jumped into the fire, claiming the real reason Nicki brought up Wendy is because Roc Nation allegedly planned the same play for Nicki. Doctors on payroll, manufactured mental health narratives, all designed to gain control of her career, the same way Wendy's life unraveled in public. That's when the internet went nuclear. This stopped feeling like messy gossip and started sounding like an all-out industry war. And Tasha wasn't done. She dropped another bomb, saying the only reason a conservatorship hasn't already happened is because Nicki is married. According to her, Kenneth Petty is the roadblock. If If Nicki were ever placed under a conservatorship, Kenneth would legally control her finances, not a court-appointed outsider, and not a Roc Nation proxy. And when you look back, it lines up. Brittany, Amanda, Wendy, all single when it happened. That's where things turn darker.
And so, yeah, I mean, look at what they're doing to Wendy Williams. Had Wendy would have still been with Kelvin, they wouldn't have been able to put her under a conservatorship because she has a husband.
Tasha claimed Roc Nation allegedly shifted tactics, aiming to smear Kenneth instead. The goal? Paint him as unstable or dangerous, reshape public opinion, and remove the one obstacle standing in the way. And convince a judge he's unfit to manage Nicki's money. And honestly, with Kenneth's legal history constantly getting dragged online, that narrative wouldn't be hard to push for people who know how to manipulate headlines. It sounds less like celebrity drama and more like a Netflix thriller playing out in real time. Then Tasha snapped back hard, saying people were twisting her words.
So, and like I said, there was only one that was accused of stealing. We're going to leave it at that. Okay?
And all those fraudulent charges on her American Express card. Well, now all these old tweets from Cardi B are coming up. And by old tweets, I mean tweets from 2 weeks ago. But when she was beefing with Nicki on Twitter and they were talking about each other's kids, this one tweet kind of foreshadowed what's happening right now. So let's take a look. Quiet as kept, the truth is you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years, and you also on heavy drugs.
She made it clear. Nicki Minaj does not have schizophrenia. Period. She said mood swings don't equal mental illness and refused to walk that statement back. Tasha even compared Nicki's situation to other celebrities who were quietly handled by the industry. The ones who suddenly lost control of their finances, their teams, or their freedom overnight. Then she dropped the line that shook everyone. Wendy Williams sitting in a luxury hospital suite while other people control her money. Michael Jackson gone. Britney forced to disappear just to feel safe. That's when this stopped sounding like random chaos and started sounding like a pattern. Tasha doubled down, saying this isn't about mess or clout. It's an industry takedown designed to make Nicki look incapable of managing her own life.
Perks, and Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that have the power is Kenneth Petty, but you know what happens with that Amex when you sedated. This is Cardi implying that Kenny, Nicki Minaj's husband, is the one running up her credit card bills. And because my timeline is so messy, this tweet came up right after that one. Kenneth Petty sneaking back in after crushing up a third Benadryl in her tacos, and it's Tom with a Hello Kitty Visa credit card just sneaking back in. Yeah, that was kind of funny. But again, people are saying that it was her ex-stylist who was using her credit card.
According to her, Kenneth Petty is the only thing blocking that move. And that's exactly where things start getting even more suspicious. Tasha claims everything really heated up after Nicki made those viral posts about the COVID vaccine. From that point on, it was non-stop. Scandals, leaks, hit pieces, and unnamed sources popping up everywhere. Then Nicki went online saying someone close to her was stealing her money. The internet immediately blamed Kenneth, but Tasha K pushed a completely different story. According to her, the real chaos came from Nicki's former assistant, Katya, and her former friend, Ra Ali. Tasha alleged Katya gave Ra Ali access to Nicki's Apple ID and private logins. And not long after, credit card activity started going crazy. To Tasha, it looked like betrayal from inside Nicki's own circle, feeding the very system trying to break her down. Nicki didn't stay quiet. She jumped on X and posted AI-generated videos of Jay-Z sneaking through Beyoncé's closet with the caption, "I am your karma." Fans went into full decode mode, replaying it, analyzing every frame, and wondering who that message was really meant for. Her name stayed trending for hours. Then came the real twist. Rumors started flying that the person who warned Nicki about Roc Nation's alleged conservatorship plan wasn't some random insider. It was 50 Cent. And if you know 50, you know he lives for smoke, especially when Jay-Z is involved. For months, 50's been throwing shots, hinting that certain industry giants were getting way too comfortable moving foul behind the scenes. When a lightning-fast lawsuit settlement hit the news, 50 jumped online immediately and poured gasoline on it. He posted, "Paid that money real quick. Should have done that before the shark smelled blood." Then followed it up with, "Here they come in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Every woman he put his hands on." That alone sent the timeline into a frenzy. But 50 wasn't done. He dropped the biggest bomb yet, announcing he's producing a major documentary, exposing what's allegedly been happening behind closed doors. Not just one mogul, but everyone who helped protect the system. He even reposted an article confirming the project was real and captioned it like a warning. At that point, fans knew this wasn't trolling anymore. This was about to shake the industry. If he's smart, he'll file for bankruptcy now. Anyone with real money knows exactly why I'm saying that. I'm the best producer for the job. Here come the receipts. That one post had the entire industry glued to his page, like they were watching the season finale of a hit drama. And of course, in true 50 Cent fashion, he layered the shade. He posted a meme of Jay-Z's face on a milk carton labeled "Missing," with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL." Then he added, "The mogul ain't answering his phone." Right after that, he followed up with a pic of Jay waving from a private jet. "Here's Jay-Z, last seen waving at the mogul's jet. OL." People were already losing it, but 50 wasn't done spinning the block. Months later, he dropped an unflattering close-up photo of Jay with the caption, "Jay's hibernation." Fans were crying laughing, but behind the jokes, people were whispering. Was this just trolling, or was 50 sending a real message? Either way, he had the entire industry glued to his page, and he didn't let up. Then he posted, "He ain't coming outside till this mess blows over. No brunch, no lunch, no dinner, LOL. I'm all you got." That line had the internet screaming because everybody knew exactly who he was talking about. The shade wasn't subtle, it wasn't quiet, it was 50-level loud, and fans ate it up. And here's where things take a crazy turn. While 50 works on his documentary, rumors say he's reached out to people close to Jay-Z and that some may actually appear on camera. Allegedly, they've told him about Roc Nation's supposed behind-the-scenes moves against Nicki Minaj. None of this is confirmed, but if even part of it is true, this could be the biggest music industry bomb in years. Tasha K says Nicki believes it's real, and the timing has people connecting dots. Add in fresh lawsuit whispers and the industry's total silence, and fans are asking what's really happening behind the scenes. So what do you think? Is 50 just trolling, like always? Or is he sitting on real receipts? Is Roc Nation actually coming for Nicki? Or is this all internet hype spiraling out of control? What makes this even more unsettling is how perfectly everything lines up once you step back and look at the timeline. Every time Nicki pushed back, something new dropped. A lawsuit resurfaced. A narrative shifted. Another voice popped up questioning her stability. That's not how random chaos works. That's how pressure campaigns work. Slowly, quietly, plausibly deniable. And if 50 Cent really did step in early and warn her, that changes everything, because 50 doesn't move unless he's seen receipts. He's survived this industry by recognizing patterns before they become headlines. If he's circling Jay-Z this aggressively, it's not for jokes alone. It suggests he believes something real is happening behind closed doors, something big enough to warrant documentation, witnesses, and a full-scale expose. And that's why the silence from Roc Nation feels louder than any denial ever could. And that's where this story stops being just celebrity drama and starts feeling like something much bigger. When powerful people stay silent, when narratives suddenly shift, when pressure shows up disguised as coincidence, history tells us there's usually more going on beneath the surface. Whether you believe Nicki, whether you think 50 Cent is trolling, or whether you feel this is all internet chaos spiraling out of control, one thing is undeniable. Too many moments line up, too many voices are whispering the same thing, and too many questions remain unanswered. If nothing was happening, none of this would need to be handled so quietly. no disappearing posts, no sudden pileups, no coordinated takedowns. Silence can be powerful, but it can also be revealing. And right now, the silence feels heavy. So I want to know what you think. Is this just another wild celebrity conspiracy? Or are we watching the early cracks of something the industry desperately wants to keep contained? Do you think 50 Cent is sitting on real receipts? Or is this all smoke with no fire? And most importantly, do you believe Nicki Minaj is being targeted? Or is she simply fighting shadows? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. If this breakdown made you think, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Share this video with someone who's been following the drama, and make sure you subscribe to Celebrial, because this story is far from over. When the next piece drops, you're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you in the next one.